boys doing up there, huh?
OSHA-approved counterweight.
Yeah, until I hook up truck beds and tear you off. Oh, you guys want to go, huh?
That's plenty high enough.
It's taut. Well, you gotta strap that on. I want to get in here real good because we're going to be working in there. We're going to change that whole front end assembly. There you go. So this part of the frame I want really clean because you're going to paint it.
So we just got the frame from the storage yard, took the bed off, steam cleaned it. Now we're going to go back and get Merlon's short bed C10 and compare the frames, see where we need to cut it, how much we need to cut it, and weld it back together.
So also I'd like to point out we're going to remove this front end assembly. This thing's missing all the shims, the springs have been heated. We don't even have an idler arm here, but we've got I think it's an 82 C10 frame, and we're going to change all that out, and it'll have a sway bar, it'll have disc brakes, it'll have power steering, and it'll have modern bushings, and he can put tubular control arms and stuff like that in it. So yeah, we're going to take tow truck and run over and get this frame. You ready, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Where is you is? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see if we can set 3 adults. Well, 2 adults and a becoming adult.
Oversized kid.
Yeah, we'll just pile in. Pile in. Pile in, everybody. Oh, by the way,
Oh yeah.
I have to shift.
Put your leg over mine.
Put your leg over mine. Put your leg over Uncle Jimmy's leg.
Yeah, baby.
Uncle Jimmy will hold you tight. Wes, he doesn't know what to think. Ooh, look at this narrow ass little driveway. Woo.
Got the air conditioning on.
Yeah, it's on high too. Feels good. Both tires are flat. Yeah, that bed's not bolted on. These tires are old bias plies. They're probably from the 70s, but they got inner tubes in them. They're totally protected. They go slowly flat over about a year. The kid here, he just aired them up. Take a look at these things. These tires are so rotten. Like you can just see the side peeling on that. Well, Wes, what do you think? Huh?
They're not much different.
He says there's not much difference between a long bed and a short bed.
A little bit of cutting, they're identical. Almost.
A little bit of cutting. So there's a few things we want to measure. Let's look at this, for instance. 4 3/4. There's a couple ways to do this thing, Wes. So this is the rear cab mount on a short bed, and this is the rear cab mount on the C20. So I think what we'll do is we'll blow the rivets out of here, take that off, we'll shorten it in front of that. That way we don't have to change any of these hot rivets. And then we'll put this rear cab mount on. It's going to go back on back here somewhere. And we'll either get one of those cab mounts or we'll make a set of them because we have a frame to copy. What do you think of that?
Let's do it.
Pull that clip off of there. Oh, never mind. That's a
So
fuel
Jimmy and Wes are stripping down the, I don't know what this is, 81, 82 front end here. We're going to save all the brake lines, the proportioning valve. We'll use all of this on Wes's truck. And we got the frame all stripped down. We figured out how much we're going to shorten it, so later today we'll pull that front cross member out and put the 82 in. We'll show you what the difference is on that, and then we'll chop 12 3/8 from right here under the cab. We're going to redo these janky cab mounts because they're kind of messed up, and then we cut 5.5 inches off the back, and she'll be a short bed. Alright, I want to show you something. See how I cut through that and I didn't cut the frame? Yep. The reason it didn't cut the frame is because I didn't wait for the frame to get hot. Just like this won't cut right there, you can cut that the same way. So I'm heating just this. And I didn't cut the frame of the truck. Rivets later, you'll have it. I need those two cut. Don't cut the frame. See what you're doing wrong there? You're getting the rivet so hot, but you're not cutting where you should. You should start at the top edge right here and take that rivet away. All right. That. Once you cut these off, we're gonna get lots of smoke and fire. The angle more. Other way. There you go. That's flat. Your angle's very important here, because otherwise you'll cut into your frame. You didn't even cut this one, see that? I want that whole rivet head gone like that. Hold on to it. Top of that rivet. My hands off of it. Look at this. Top of that rivet. There it goes. I want you to relieve that bolt so we can get a thing on it and cut that and cut it down here. Wes is learning about PPE. It's like, yeah, paper thin ass fucking going to the gym and working out, fucking shorts ain't working out. Okay, people, we are back on the frame. Wes is about ready to make a long bed short. So he decided that 5.5 inches come off of here. Jimmy and I double checked him and we agree, so we've got that marked. Wes has never run a plasma cutter, so I'm going to have him start here because he can screw this up and it's not too bad. Up there we want it right. So we've got, what'd you say?
12 3/8.
12 3/8. And we're taking it out from under the cab. So the rear cab mount used to be on here. We're going to reattach it, but it's going to move back. It's going to be in this region, and we're going to use a different style of mount so that it takes a normal biscuit instead of that big safety rubber thing that was broke, right?
Yep.
So we don't want that. We're going to cut basically the top loose, and then we'll nip the bottom off, but we'll cut the front off first. Get rid of these two pieces of ugly because they got the most holes in them, and that makes the most sense for cleaning the frame up, right?
Yep. No ugly.
And normally you would cut a 45 one direction and a 45 the other direction if you're carrying a ton of weight. This don't need all that. We're going to cut it straight across, weld it straight across. We're going to put a diamond fish plate in it. Be good enough. Be welded inside and out. It's never going to break. It'll be stronger than the original frame. And we did discover that the difference between a newer C10 frame and this one is what, 25 thousandths? Is that what we
25
decided? So this frame is 25 thousandths thicker than your 1982 frame that we took the front end out of. So pretty cool. All right, we need that there straight edge over here, Wes. So what I like to do for this top one, I like to just basically manhandle it. So the center of this is what's going to cut, okay? So we're going to line that up with our mark right there. We're going to set our straight edge right there. See what I'm doing?
Yep.
And I'm in line, right? Now I'm holding this. And then that's going to come along right there and cut. And you flip the safety up and you pull the trigger. As soon as it bites the metal, just slowly cut it. If you go too fast, you'll actually leave a pretty nasty mark, and you'll have to come back on it and recut it.
And you'll watch it react.
And then it gets really ugly.
You'll see it react, and once you see it reacting, when you're pulling it towards you, just like you did with the torch. Once you see it cutting and you find that line, maintain your visual, what you're seeing.
But maintain a steady, smooth speed, because that will give you a perfectly cut, clean line. Now the line you're cutting is the line I scribed.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cut this first one, and then you can cut that one over there, and then we'll set the straight edge up on here, and you can cut it.
All right.
So pay attention. I center my hole up right here.
Yep.
I put that on right there, right?
Yep.
Now I'm going to see that nice smooth line? That's what I'm looking for. Now you can't screw this up, but whatever you do here, the world is going to know about, and they'll be able to look under your truck and go, ha ha, you screwed that up.
Right?
So do a nice job on it. Alright. And yeah, you flip that little thing forward, but don't squeeze the trigger till you're down and ready. So just flip it up, get comfortable, get ready. And you're going to lay this flat on there and hold it. You're using that as a guide. You're just running down along that, right?
Yep.
How'd you do for your first plasma cutter run? Huh?
I can see through it. You can see through it?
That was better than I can do on my 30th run.
Listen to Jimmy. Now when you get really good at this, you'll just know where to set this thing. And you don't want to push on it, but you can come back in here and check this, right?
Yep.
Now what I like to do, start at the top, work your way down. Okay? Nope. Just like I showed you. Maintain a flat, level head on that thing and maintain control. And turn this over to where you're not going to hit your vice grips. Before you pull that trigger, get over on the other side of it. Make a practice run down that. Can you clear everything without touching? Because what happens when you're over here and you come down and you touch that? You move your jig and you move your line.
Yeah.
You make sure you can run a smooth line, then you back up, pull the trigger, and go for it. Right?
Yep.
So make sure you can run a smooth line, back up, come clear to the top, right at the edge, give her hell. Feel like you got 3 left hands, don't you? You're going to want to put them vice grips on the other side. There you go. It's usually a little, right about 1/4 of an inch away from the line. I love barking orders. I even got Jimmy holding the camera.
Exactly.
Now see, why would you move? If that's going to be your practice line,
Yep.
back up, pull the trigger and go. Because you've just screwed yourself all up. Now you need to do your practice line again. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So do your practice line, make sure you can go through without hitting, and then back up and pull the trigger. Perfect. Now I'll show you what I like to do on these. I like to just freehand these off. So what I do is start up here in the corner, like so. And then we'll just clean it out with a grinder. So start up here in the corner, brace yourself. So you're going to brace yourself against here or here, because otherwise you're going to wiggle and you're going to saw it. You don't want saw marks. You want nice, steady, smooth, and just straight out. Okay, look at this. Too fast. It'll probably be all right. The good thing about a plasma cutter is it bites hard.
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to make mistakes. Grab that 4-pound hammer and knock it once and see if it'll come off. It'll right just like that. Unlike a torch, this bites really hard through the material. So it'll actually take that right off. Okay, set your jig up, cut the front 2 first, yep, this one and that one, and then that'll fall, and then we're going to come back and cut that. Adjust these up, and that'll set down on the bottom end. That'll give you it's a little bit crooked, so take your vice grip, just tap that just a little, see? Yep. And then do is we'll put this one closer to the top. That'll give us a more accurate cut. You like that? Mm-hmm. I don't, because it's too short. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave that clamp like that. We're going to take our little tap hammer. We're going to tap that thing over, right? Yep. So you see where the center of that is? See what I'm looking at? Do your practice run, and then if you like it, back up and cut it. See, that's just a lot more comfortable than going down. There you go. See, you missed the spot here. You gotta start at the very bottom, your very bottom reach, otherwise you'll leave a nick. So now what I want you to do is take that and put it on the other side. Hang on to it. Set her down gingerly. So we're training a welder. He's gonna weld his truck back together. We gotta clean out dirty lands. There we go.
Ah,
What do you
oh
think,
yeah,
Jimmy?
there you go, much better.
Would you trust his welding?
It sounds good.
Does sound good. We'll see what it looks like. Let's see how the kid did. There was no pressure. I just ammered him a little. That looks pretty good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, kid?
I think it'll hold.
You like that welder, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole lot better than ours.
12 inches short.
Thanks for watching.